Let's just keep it for real, man. Like, no cap. Let's talk what it is. I don't sit out here to fabrication. You guys could look at the history of hip hop and rap, and it's not owned by music genres are not owned by a specific group of people, because a lot of people get inspired by other artists. There's a lot of rap music. A lot of the music in rap, a lot of the biggest hits in rap, have been inspired by rock bands, by jazz music, by rock. Like, you could hear the background music. All you need to do is go check them out. Like, I ain't making it up. You guys don't have to believe me, but go do your research, and you'll see a lot of the rap songs, like the hot rap songs, are actually some of the the music they're using on the background before they edit, manipulated, and put beats and all kinds of, as they're working, editing their music to get the beat they want. They're being inspired by rock music, all kinds of different kinds of music. That's all I'm saying. Like, they can't take credit for everything when all they do is go copy, paste, edit, and put some drum beats to it, do a little scratching. There you go. So let's continue to check out some comments here. Hopefully you guys are awoken now and, active and excited to be here, fresh and ready to get a conversation going. Hello, The Wind. How's it going? Turtle Island, Turtle God. All right. Let's see. Mika B, nice. All right. Or Floret. You, some Cherokee were Freemasons. I was shocked when I seen it. It's on some of their headstones. I don't want to say prior to colonialism, but during the colonialism era for sure. So let's see here. BLCKS started that. Gemini, so again, I disagree 100% with that. To say that black people were the creators of rap is a complete manufacturing. That is a fabrication, and it's not true. It's just not truth. The fact of the story is, in the inner cities of Chicago, New York, all these regions, the West Coast, Mexicans were here before any white people were here. Let's just talk about history. For educational purposes, Mexicans were here, okay, prior to even French and English arriving in this hemisphere. All right, let's just keep it 100%. They were the first nation. They were the first nation in this hemisphere. Mexico was the first genuine nation in this hemisphere. If you don't know, now you know. Mexico was the first nation in this hemisphere. That is historical fact. So Mexicans were here way before. And now when we trace back Mexico and the indigenous tribes of Mexico, you guys will see that the Purépechas that are in Michoacán migrated from the region of the Great Lakes. You have Mayans and Olmecs who were all the way in Kentucky and Illinois in the Cahokia Mounds. Other regions throughout the hemisphere, you go to Wisconsin, the pot of burning needles, or where the Ethers Gelder, Wisconsin and Nahuatl. But if you go and check out that region of Aztlan in Wisconsin, go ahead and Google it real quick. For the people who have doubt about this, just type in Aztlan. I'll type it in the comments, guys. Here we go. I'm excited today to be here. I don't know why. Let's go ahead and comment. Check out this region right here. I'm about to type it in, guys. Aztlan, Wisconsin. And people in Africa are so afraid to say they came from Asia. Why are they so I'll ask you, Big Suitin, where are you from? What region of the world are you from?
Do you have the study that says that these people from Asia migrated into Africa? Are you just going to be talking?
Yes, go ahead.
Because I would love to see this study.
I don't know what's wrong with your mic, man.
So you don't have the
study? Turn on your camera and then turn it off real quick. Maybe that's what's going on. I can't
turn my camera on, bro. I'm just asking a question. Do you have the study I can go look at?
I don't know what's going on with your phone, guys. Time to get a new update phone, man. Get a new phone. Get the iPhone 15 Pro. Can you guys hear him?
Got it.
I can't hear nothing. He keeps muting his mic. He sounds fine. I do not hear him at all. I can't. I'm telling you the truth. I can't hear him. What do you want me to do about it? Connection timed out on the other dude.
Can you hear me now?
Hello, hello, hello.
Can you hear me?
Let me get my other phone and make sure what's going on here. Let's see what's going on.
I'll just type it in
I
the
can't
chat.
hear him.
That's fine. I'll type it in the chat. I just want to know if you got to
I
study.
pressed you about the flag. I pressed you about the... I'm waiting for... I can't hear him.
Can you hear me?
Bro, I can't hear you.
I can hear you.
I'm not scared of nothing, man. I'm right here standing in peace, relaxed, chilling.
Well, what he's
Don't put it on
asking,
me.
all
I
right.
can't hear the person at all.
What he's
If you
asking
guys can
is
hear
if you
it,
have a
I don't
document.
know why I can't hear him.
Wow. You can't hear me either? He's asking if you have a document, any documents on what you're speaking on.
Let me check my other phone.
Can you hear me?
Where's my other phone?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me, Juju?
We'll get to the bottom of it, guys.
Yeah, I can hear you fine, bro.
See, but he can't hear. I don't know why.
Let's see here. We'll get to the bottom of it. I can't hear him. Let me see here. Manny, call your cousins TikTok corporate. Come on, man. Manny, call your cousins TikTok corporate. All right, let's see here. Okay, well, I got my other account going on my other phone, so if someone wants to join, go ahead. I can't hear him. See, I got my other account going on the other phone. So if someone's talking, I'll be able to hear on my other phone, because I can't hear nobody that was saying nothing. Mm-hmm. See, I got the other phone going right there. You see that? So nobody's on there. All right, so let's read some comments then. Let's see if I could hear him on my other phone.
Can you hear me?
How's it going?
Can you hear me?
That sucks. I could,
can hear
yeah,
you.
I could hear you. I could hear you on my other phone, so I'm just gonna listen to you on my other phone.
All right. What he's asking is, why do you have our flag on there? That red,
Go
black, and
ahead.
blue.
Okay. Do you? I guess, are you African? Do you identify as African?
I said it's our flag.
Okay, well then, yeah, this is also directed to you, yeah.
Yeah, but why do you have the flag up there?
Am I wearing it?
No, I said, why do you have it up there? And then it says made in.
All right. I'll reset my. Hold on. I'm gonna restart my live stream. So, for everybody that's here, the 53 people, come back up. I'm gonna restart my phone. I'm gonna redo a quick reset, and I'll be up in like a minute. So, if you guys want to continue to listen to this incredible conversation, if you guys know anybody that might be interested in this topic, share the live. I'm not asking you guys to tap the screen a million times and get me to 100,000 likes or nothing like that. No, just one share. That's all you need, with someone who really would be interested in this conversation. Thank you guys for stopping in. I'm gonna quickly reset this my phone. Wait, like, we ain't gonna believe the YT people, but then they push certain YT historical history. They push some white tea history when it's convenient and it fits their narrative, but when it doesn't, they discredit any European or white tea history written by the white tea colonizers. So who are these scientists that you're talking about, if you don't mind me asking? Where are they from?
Yeah, obviously the vast majority of them being Asian and white tea, but I'm pretty sure there are a lot of black or scientists of African descent that can validate the same thing, because I don't think it takes anyone to be of a certain ethnic group in order to understand and accept certain scientific truths. You know?
So scientifically speaking, you understand, and historically speaking, that the languages that have clicks on them are some of the most ancient languages in the hemisphere, or the continent of Africa. Do you agree with that? The people that have their language and they do the like la, la, la,
Yeah,
like that. Those are some of the
exactly.
most ancient languages, and some of the most ancient languages that speak this language happen to have that Asian phenotype, strong Asian. This is one of them right here. He's one, but there's
Yeah, that's
a lot
He's
of tribes,
Khoisan,
bro.
or
Yep,
yeah,
yep,
yeah,
exactly. But there's more than that. There's multiple tribes that have that Asian, phenotype, and genetically they do have Asian genes too. And they speak some of the most ancient languages in the continent of Africa, brother.
yeah. I know.
So,
I'm totally no.
hmm
Yeah, I think I've came across that study, and
sure.
yeah, I'm knowledgeable, and I do accept that. You know,
Because the
it's just
migration.
what threw me off was the the made in China. That kind
What
of
I
threw me
meant,
off a
what
little bit. Yeah,
it's one of those clickbait type thing, to bring people. They scroll and they're like, "Whoa, made in China, what's this?" And then you see the Pan African flag. But really, what it is, bro, is just to remind people that when people come out, because there's an individual who's constantly been harassing Native Americans, American Indians, the original people of this hemisphere, and saying that, "Oh, y'all Spaniards." Or all y'all Asians, like they can't just validate us for who we are. We are people of this land. Our history goes back to the Stone Age, to carvings in the stone. Some of the most amount of teocalis or pyramids in the world you'll find in this hemisphere. You know, there's hundreds of them in Mexico alone, maybe thousands. Of pyramids, what they would call pyramids, but we call them teocalis, based on the Nahuatl language, which is the second most spoken language other than Spanish. And again, Spanish has hundreds of native words. I'm sure you've heard of guacamole. Do you like guacamole? You ever had
oh yeah, I
guacamole
love it.
before?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a native word to this hemisphere. That is an indigenous word. That is not Spanish or English or European. Another one, maybe elotes, or corn, the Mexican corn, elotes. Chocolate, the word chocolate, chocolate, that was invented here too. It is a Nahuatl word. We invented chocolate. The Olmecs, the Mexicas, we invented chocolate. So, I mean, we go all the way down to so many other words. Coyote or coyotes, chia seeds. If you like chia seeds on your drinks, chia, that's another. There's hundreds of them. Chiclet, I mean, we could go for mole, pozole. I mean, the list is, it's vast. And that's the kind of Spanish that we speak on this hemisphere. It is a dialect of Europe,
yeah.
of Spanish with native. And then the most second spoken language south of the US border today is Nahuatl, which is some people might understand it as the Aztec language, even though that's incorrect. But it is Nahuatl. It is Nahuatl, from the Nahuatl people. Anyways, brother, well, I mean, I appreciate you being out here, and sharing your voice with us. And what you see here, it is a reminder to people who like to come out and say y'all Asian, to remind them that, hey, the most ancient civilizations, the most ancient lineages in the continent of Africa have Asian descendants. And like I said, they found bones. They found a jaw in
Right.
a cave in Israel with over 5,000 teeth throughout. And they did research on these teeth, and guess what? They trace back to Asia. The oldest teeth that they found in the old world, what they called in the region of Europe, date back to the migration of Asia. Hence the word Caucasian, because they also moved up into Europe. You got the Mongolians and the Siberians, and you see how whitey the Chinese people are. They're very pale skin. And the more they moved down towards Europe, I don't know how long they could have taken them. You know, I don't think nobody really, even scientists, they're scientific guests. They're not guests, guesses. They're guessing Science is an educated guess of what could have been. That's the truth about science, because it's just extremely difficult for science to put something down as facts, because it's an educated guess. That's what science is. Educated guesses based on thousands and thousands of years, hundreds of thousands, even millions of years, of evolution, of changes, climate change, and the movement of the earth. We had Pangea just 600 million years ago. The first human body that looked like us, the first human body recorded, was about 300,000 years ago. So we're pretty modern for how long the world's been around. But thank you for sharing your voice, man. And there's no hate about this. I don't want to lead any confusion or anything. It's just a reminder that some of the most ancient people in Africa and with the most ancient languages are Asian descendants. And the proof is there, and I could put up more if it needed to be. Now, I'm not saying that all
That's
African
all
people.
that picture's about. That picture was from a video today, right? I saw the same video where they're talking about China, and that guy was on there.
Well, this guy's actually in Africa, and they're part of the tribes in Africa.
Yeah, well, he was speaking about it. He was speaking about being from Asia, so I saw that same video.
Yeah, because the Africans out there understand their descendants. They understand that, they're like, they're not ashamed of it. But for some reason, African Americans they're even afraid to say they're African. Have you seen that, Juju? Have you heard of people like that? If you go look at have you heard of them? The people who are afraid to be called African, even though they're African descent?
I come across them all the time, and I don't really pay too much attention to those people, because the arguments are ridiculous, and they're not really fact based. So I don't really waste my time.
See, like, you got this guy right here, Turtle God. Look at what he's saying. We not okay, bro. See, then like you said, you don't pay too much attention to them, and I appreciate the Juju, man. No hate, no nothing. And I'm not saying all African people have Asian descent. No, but I'm just saying some of the most ancient tribes in Africa have Asian descent. Their phenotype, they're genetically Asian. They have the mixture, but they are Asian. And there's thousands of videos throughout where you can find them, these tribes. And there's not just one tribe, there's multiple tribes. But this was, I don't want to flood my content with this. I just wanted to address an individual who's been constantly harassing us, constantly coming out and talking all kinds of nonsense about us. And so I just had to remind him, since he likes to call me Jackie Chan and make fun of me and call Native Americans or the original people of this hemisphere Asian. So I told him, all right, I'll remind you who you came from too. And I don't think he liked it. He was up here not too long ago, Voodoo Indian 50, I think, or 59 or 90, something like that. He might still be around here trying to report my life from
Voodoo Indian, that's funny.
Yeah, that's what he called. Exactly, that's what he calls it. That's his username. And I was like, really, dude? Like, he is right here. Voodoo India 90. You see him right there? Click on the top right. He's going to try to bounce out. Voodoo India 90. He's right here. No hate, no bullying. We're not bullying. We ain't talking negative on, but I'm just saying, Voodoo is Josh. Well, of course.
Hey, I'm gonna go down now. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to, share my point, and appreciate the conversation.
Absolutely, Juju. I followed you back, man. Much love to you. Stay strong.
Hey,
Much love, brother. Thank you. Much respect to you.
Anyways, Josh is using the Voodoo account. I got all of a sudden I can't comment. That's why I had to come on.
Yeah. Well, you heard the brother, stand in truth with us.
But that's his new screen name. So just if you see him, block him right away. Immediately.
He's here right now. He's here on the live right now.
And that other broad too. That other broad that you guys were arguing about. He was just in one alive today. So I understand now, bro. I understand.
He's watching from the outside now. He jumped off as soon as I called him out. He jumped out.
No, he's got mega account.
How you been?
Yeah, I didn't even know that other Brad was unrecognized too, and I'm just like, wow, you guys keep me out of your drama. I just want to know if someone's saying something about me, right? You know how it is.
Red Royal. Did you see the new emote I put up? I give
Yeah,
you I
I
give
tried to
you
use them, bro. This is what I mean. All of a sudden, TikTok says you cannot comment, and I'm like, oh, okay. I was
what?
fighting.
Why can't you
Yeah,
comment?
I was arguing with some other people, and they were.
Us African.
You just called us
You just called us
African.
African. This guy's
Oh
funny, man. Go ahead, Josh. Go ahead, bro. Keep laughing, bro. You're funny as hell, man. Look at him. He's got nothing to say. He's just going trying to be funny
Because
now.
y'all keep me from my mic, so I'm not going to get anything
Your
out.
live got shut down today because it's all misinformation.
Yung dang
You
dang,
and your
yung dang dang,
cronies, you guys all
yung
spread
dang dang, ang dang
misinformation. If you're trying to reconnect, you're doing it all wrong, bro.
Hey, he just said you look just like him. He looks just like you. And this dude is legitimately part of an
He
ancient
is
African tribe.
crazy, loco.
This guy on the photo here on the backdrop is African. They speak African, and scientists say the most ancient languages of Africa are the ones that have the clicking sounds. When they speak, they're like, "Lula button," like that. Those clicky sounds for educational purposes, those are the most ancient civilizations in Africa. And guess what? They're Asian. They have Asian DNA, Asian phenotypes. That's the truth. Their phenotype,
I saw
they're
that
Asian.
video too. I saw that video too. I even know it. I even showed you guys videos. Even back when we were speaking with Woken, I showed him the very same video about migration and how we all travel that way by vibration. These people don't even know ceremonies or none of that. They wouldn't even know what to hunt if we put them in the bush. So they better be quiet.
I gotta drop him when he does have sounds because it could be hateful behavior towards Asian people, you know?
What's the study that says these people originated in Asia and migrated into Africa?
You didn't hear the African brother that was here, Juju, just now? An
No.
African brother just acknowledged that, yeah, this is fact. I'm not
He
gonna sit
said,
here and
so
educate
you
you on
mean
your
to tell
history,
me
bro.
I'm supposed to listen to one person? I said the scientific study, not a nigga that said it.
The
I want the
scientific study is showing. All right, bro. So no, don't use slurs here, bro. I'm gonna have to drop you. I don't care if you're black or
So
not
when
black or
you be
whatever.
asking
Don't
us
say
and
the N
talking
word, bro.
about
Don't say
Man,
the
I
N
people
word.
just
that
want
way,
the
like
study. What's
dang,
the
the
study?
masters
So
used to
so
talk to you people that way. Respect yourself. You don't even respect yourself.
Man,
And
I'm not
you
even
don't love
talking
we
to
yourself,
you.
gotta
I'm
bro.
talking
respect
to
your
him.
opinion.
Love yourself, bro. Why you gotta call yourself the N word, bro? Love
Brother,
yourself,
where's
man.
the study? You
All
just
right.
dodging the question. Where's
No,
the
I'm not
study
Where's
that
the
says
dodging
these
it,
study?
bro.
people
Google it. You guys
originated
are
in
all
Asia?
Google First Nation.
You're the Google Nation. The
Yeah, because
Google
there is no
Nation.
study that says
Damn. Why
these
you
people.
asking such dumb
There's
They
no
define.
questions?
scientific study that
So
said
there
that
is a
the
scientific
Khoisan
study.
people.
Yes, there is.
There's
So
no scientific
there
study
Come
is
that says that the
on.
Khoisan people
Come
genetically
originated.
on.
genetically
You
there
say you're
is.
Originated.
accepted now. You're
Yes.
Arab now.
Okay, so bring it up.
So
You're
genetically,
You're
talking on it.
Arab though.
genetically
You're
they do have
talking on it, so
ancient.
bring it up.
Genetically, they do
Oh
have
my
Asian
goodness.
DNA.
Go do
Yeah, you're
another
right.
live for
They have
Arabs.
genetically, they have Asian
That
Go
is
DNA.
your
do
It
proof.
don't
another
say that
That's
they
your
live for
proof,
Arabs.
originated
That's all
in
we're saying.
Asia.
We don't have to
bro.
bring
That
up
is your
nothing or
proof.
prove nothing to you
Man,
people.
there's
This
no
is
we.
the
I'm not even
problem you
talking to
guys
you.
have. You
There's no
guys
you
think
guys. I'm not even talking to
we
you. You're
have to
making
prove
yourself
You're
ourselves.
come.
yelling.
We don't.
This guy's yelling. He's making my ears hurt with my headphones
I
on.
know,
Gosh.
like we don't have to prove nothing to these people. They just make me so angry. Like they try to hijack our indigeneity, and then they try to actually come on live and say, where you find that, bro? And then
Like we
start
just
calling
told him the
each other
proof.
those names. Like, are you
G-
kidding me? Respect
gen-
yourselves. You're supposed to be men too. Like, yuck.
Why do you guys use slurs on yourselves, Josh? Why do you guys call yourself the N word? Hey, bro, take your L, bro. You lost. Don't come around messing around with people you can't deal with, bro. You're gonna get educated again. Adios, Chico. Nah, big suit, nah, bro. Nah, you ain't gonna pop up on here. You're yelling, bro. Ain't nobody can hear you, bro. I can't even have a conversation with you because you yelling over a woman, bro. It's like you forget you came out of a woman, bro. A woman gave you birth, and you're over here yelling over her, talking over her, man. That's disrespectful, man. You know, it's disrespectful. I've seen a lot of the black sisters out there, man. How they're dealing with all the drama you guys put upon them, you know, and
They're all
that's just it's
narcissists, and
sad.
then they try to come and
Yeah.
push their way into culture they know nothing
La-
about. It's ridiculous.
Last time I came across a black sister who was doing a live stream and she was like in tears almost, sad with like 4 people watching her live, saying that all men are evil and this and that and that. And I popped in. And I said, what's going on, sister? What's good with you? And she's like, nah, men are like this and like that. I'm like, nah, you've been dating boys.
They must
You've
be
been
watching Black Guru.
No, so this black sister, you know, when I was done talking to her,
Our cartel Samuels, they're always like calling out their women, eh? And those ladies get really offended. But this is TikTok. Like, people need to realize, like, if there's an issue in your life, go get therapy. Don't come online and try to take people out and try to, like, hey, I'm you. I got you in me. I'm this. Like, ugh.
What up, Jaden? What's poppin', sister? Much love to you. So what's up again?
This is what I'll say in all honesty. So why are you afraid to go document for document with me? DNA for DNA test. I'll challenge you to that.
So suddenly you believe in DNA tests?
I'll challenge you to it. You gonna take the challenge or not?
I challenge you to do this. I challenge you to do this.
On the line. If you're not a punk ass bitch, let's go DNA.
Oh, you're gonna come in my own place and call me that, bro? Nah, bro, I don't vibe with. I told you, bro, when you come out here and actually get some education and I don't know who educated you, bro, in your life, but you come out here, bro, and you're calling people a BIC. He's calling people. He's using profanity on people that invite him on their panel. Come on, man, get out of here with that shit, bro. I'm allowing you on my panel to come up here, bro, share some words. He's gonna come out here and use profanity, bro. That's childish, bro.
All you need is love.
Look at those nice emotes. Thank you for subscribing, Mari, again. And I know Red Royal's going to be thrilled when she starts posting those up. I'm going to post some more up later on. We know how to carry it with y'all now. So, Your Majesty, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sorry. But I'm going to keep it 100 with you guys. Look at that Mexica flag.
I'm sick of them. Ever since I joined TikTok, I didn't realize there was actually people like them. But you know what? Hopi Prophecy called all these people out. Over 50 years ago, they told us there's going to be gender war. Once that gender war comes, that third war, and then there's actually going to be people to divide us people, eh? They're coming in now like the drones, aren't they? They're like, I'm indigenous and you're... Oh, my God.
Yeah, but it's all good. It's all good. So again, this is for educational purposes, and the reason I'm doing this is because this individual Josh was just out here being annoying and literally using childish behavior, making fun of Asian people.
Deleting all his accounts. Now he's on him.
So
his grandma, him.
He likes to rock the boat. I was scrolling and I saw him on a live stream making fun of an original woman of this hemisphere, an indigenous woman. And he was saying that she was profiting from Zumba music. Again, genre music is not owned by anybody. And again, this goes back down to hip hop and the origins of rap and everything. If you guys look at hip hop songs and some of the most like popular songs in hip hop, I'm talking about some of the big sales, some of the biggest rap songs. You can look down where they took the music.
They're all mad at us authentic ones because of how it happened, how they became indigenous. That's what it is. It's just a gene, bro. Like, you're Nigerian, get gone, get out of indigenous lives, like, period. Stop trying to be us, because I don't think Congress is going to believe you, Joshy.
He's straight up, he's an African American, that's what he is. They already tracked down his genealogy, and there is no American Indian in his genealogy. And I told him a month ago, and he said he would. He's like, bet, I'm going to send you my document. He never sent nothing. He never sent a single nothing document with his name on it saying that his DNA is this or his genealogy or nothing, because they had already tracked down his genealogy. They already knew about it, and they said there is no American Indian in his genealogy. So he never sent it, and he never will. So that's just what it is. But, he was rocking the boat again.
Hey, Gina, his grandma told him that he was half this and half that. You didn't get the story about Josh yet? It's all about his grandma. It's all about the genealogy about his grandma. You don't know, Tina.
I don't know.
You didn't know about that, Tina, in the comments.
Everybody up.
Yo.
Y'all, hello.
Who this be? What's good? What's good with you?
This is Energy. What's up?
What's up, African sister?
I don't know why Red Royal is saying that grouping everybody up, saying that we want to be indigenous or we want to be native. First of all, let me tell you something.
What words did you just say? I didn't say that. Listen, Chica. I
We
didn't put
never
that
wanted
in
to
my
be
mouth.
you.
Listen,
And for
you all
those
have a
confused
bad
people
taste
who want to
and
be
it's
you are
starting
not
to
fucking
stink.
us. We
Y'all
don't want to
trying to
be you.
reconnect, but
Manny,
look
why do
it.
you
Look at
have a
the way
Pan
you act with
African
the
flag up
actual
there?
real
I'm not worried about
originals.
that drunk. Manny, why is the Pan African flag up there?
Because it's African and African
Wait a
origins
minute.
descended from
Hold on.
Asia.
I said Pan African flag. Why is that flag up there?
Because it's
You
African.
best go wash that
No.
wig now. You
First of
hear?
all, Pan
You don't
African
see
is
the
not
continent
only
of
African.
Africa?
Hold on. I think you should educate yourself on Pan
Nah, I'm
Africanism
telling you what it is.
because
You're not
Pan
listening.
Africanism is not only African, okay? I am African American who lives
There
here
you
on this
go.
land,
There you
born
go.
and raised here, and
Yeah,
let
you're
me say
still
I am
African
Pan
though.
African.
Yeah,
So
you're
it's not
African.
just African.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't see
Africans
why
from
you
all
have
over
a
the
Pan
world.
African
It's
flag
Africans from
up
all over the
there.
world. Africans
Okay,
from all
so
over
why
the
do you
world.
have the Pan African flag up
Because
there? You should.
it's addressing
African is
Africans from all over
diverse
the world,
in many,
sister.
many countries. Why do you have Pan African flag up there? Everybody is
Because
not even
it
Pan African.
uh
All
relation.
Africans are not Pan African, Manny.
I
So
gotta
it's
drop you real
ignorant for
quick,
you to
Red Royal,
have
because
that on
you
your
got a warning.
background. It's
So I'm
very
gonna
ignorant.
address you
I
again.
never had a problem with you,
I don't
okay?
have a problem
But
with
it's
you
very
either, but
okay.
you're
So
trying to make it
wait
a
a minute.
problem.
Hold up, then you brought me up, so let me speak. It's very ignorant to have that up there because that does not represent the whole of Africa. Everybody is not Pan African.
So
And I
Africa
don't
is
think can you
Pan
tell me what
African.
Pan Africanism
Okay.
is?
Yeah. So Pan
I
Africa
can.
is
I
okay. Go
can.
No,
ahead.
nobody talking to you, whoever that is that
Well,
talking to
they're
Hey,
you.
hey,
here. Hey,
hey,
listen.
wait. I'm not here to attack. I'm not here to attack. I'm very
Yeah.
cool. Don't worry.
Welcome, Luna.
Afro-Indigenous Creole person. Hi. How are you?
We're doing good. Hope you're doing good. And sorry, the sister's kind of triggered
I'm
right
doing
now,
good.
but she'll be
I'm
all
doing
right if
good.
she just chills, takes a deep breath, and relaxes over here. The
I'm
sister be
definitely gonna be
underneath here.
okay.
Well, then just
I just
Oh, I'm
want you
happy
relax.
to
Take
for
it
why.
you.
I
easy.
just want you to know that everybody that is African is not a Pan African, okay? So
Okay, so
Well,
you
hang
let
on,
the
having
hang on.
sister
so you
explain it at
having
the
that
top.
flag up
She's gonna
there
explain it for
is
us.
I
Hang
don't
on.
need her to explain that shit to me. I'm a Pan
Hold
African.
up. Then why
I
do you
was
come out here
asking
and
you
ask? You're
because I
asking
was
and you're not
asking you
educating
why
people.
specifically do you have it up there? It's not her
Because it
panel,
is calling
and
all
she didn't
African
put it
people
up
from the
there.
world. That is what the Pan African represents.
It's
Calling to
what?
all the
Say it
African
again.
people around the world. Want me to look
What
it up for?
about
Want me to talk to you about it? I could look it
Well,
up for you and I
what
could read it
about
well,
word
all
by
the
word.
African people around the world?
So what this is showing is that the most ancient
sir.
African people, the most ancient African tribes in Africa, and the most ancient languages in Africa that have the click sounds, the clicky sounds when they speak and they're like,
That's
you heard
a
that before. Those are the most ancient African languages, the most ancient African civilizations
What
in
does that have
Africa.
to do with
a
So what
very
Pan
that is
old
showing is
language.
that
Africanism?
they have Asian DNA,
Wait, man.
the Asian phenotypes, and you can
You're
see it there. And
wrong.
there's a video there.
You
No,
Wait,
are
I'm
wait,
wrong.
right. A brother just came
You
here
no,
from
you are
Africa and
wrong.
validated this.
I am a
wait.
Pan African. You are
You don't know
wrong.
everything.
It
You don't
is
know
about
everything, unfortunately.
unity for all African and African
Yeah, but you're
Americans
Asian
or
Yes,
descendants
anybody with
too.
African
African people.
DNA across the diaspora.
Yeah,
Okay,
but you descended from Asia. That's just science.
you who descended
I've
from
never heard
fucking
of that.
Asia?
Yes, if you look, there's a cave. They found 5,000 teeth, and that is older than the body they found in Africa. It's older. It's a jawbone and over 5,000 teeth. And they tracked those teeth. They did research on 5,000
Show
teeth,
me
and
this
those
research.
teeth.
Show
Please
me
look
the
it up.
study.
I'm not gonna do your
I'm
work.
not.
Go
No,
look it
show
up.
me
If
the
you don't want to
research.
do it, you're lazy.
You're
All right, I'm gonna
regurgitating, so
drop you
you
because
should
I
have
can't get
bad
I can't
Wait,
get
taste.
nothing out of you.
Cause you a
Don't drop it yet.
bitch.
Don't drop it
You
yet.
a
Don't drop
bitch.
it
Go
yet.
all y'all some
All
bitches.
right,
Go
Asian lady.
Yeah.
Good
pull
night,
y'all
Asian
some
lady.
Wait.
All right, Asian lady. Good night. Go ahead.
Dang. I didn't even get a chance to address that. So,
You're not gonna because she's screaming like crazy. She's not even
so
just listening. Go ahead.
I've not heard of this one before, but I mean, I'm kind of at the point now with everything where it's
Wait.
like,
Who
well,
are
we're all
you?
humans, so
Who are you?
hi.
Yeah, we I know you from somewhere before. Raven Hunters.
Yeah.
Is this a
We used to
different
be
account?
mutuals. No, it's my same account.
Did you change your name?
No, I didn't. I don't know. Like TikTok is weird, so like I didn't change it.
Homegirl, what's going on with you? How you been?
I've been good. I've been
Listen,
good.
I apologize that this do you know Josh, right?
Yeah, I've heard of them.
So I was scrolling and he was making fun of a native woman. She was doing exercises,
Yeah.
just exercises, and he was making fun of her and saying that she's making profiting off of Zumba. and that is out of African stuff.
He
And
lies a
we
lot.
know today that music genre is shared by
That's
everybody. There's
it
black
is.
country singers, rock singers. I mean, it is the truth about things. So I was like, bro, what are you doing? And I popped up, and when he joined me on his panel, he started calling me a Spaniard, a Spaniard. This, I'm like, bro, my father's great grandmother was French. We have no Spanish in us. Then that
Yeah.
is, so I'm just telling you. And then he went from that, he did a 360 and started calling me Asian. I'm like, all right, bro, you always do this, and you always put me on your panel. So today, I'm gonna take a little time to show you who your ancestors are, and that's the reason why this backdrop and why my most recent content is up right now. So this is not to attack anybody. I know Africa is very diverse with their DNA throughout the continent of Africa, and I just want to correct that. This is not to generalize, but it is to inform people of a truth, and that is that there is Asian genetic DNA tracing way back to the most ancient African tribes that speak the most ancient languages in Africa till this day. And I can provide more information on this on a more detailed content. But my honestly, I wasn't looking to go and address this in detail because I just wanted to address Josh and then remind him that when you rock the boat, you might fall off of it, and that's just what it is. But go ahead, sister. Go ahead and educate us on whatever you want to talk about. I will listen. Go ahead.
So for one, happy Kwanzaa to everybody, because I believe it's either the second or third day of Kwanzaa. But to address the Pan-Africanism is an ideology that believes in the unity of all African people, from diasporas such as the Caribbean, America,
Correct.
Afro, Latino,
Correct, sister. You're 100% right.
even those that are from the motherland itself. It's also very fascinating going to conferences about Pan Africanism, because I've been to one on Kwanzaa and hearing about ways to better our community. It's really refreshing, and I quite love the ideology. It can be very uplifting, especially when um, people with maybe shared trauma kind of come together and they say, "Hey, I've been through this too. We'll get through it somehow, and everything's going to be okay." Because at the end of the day, despite being different as African diasporic people, because we all have our different customs, cultures, beliefs. I'm part of a diaspora of Creole people, so it's like we do things different than maybe Gullah Geechee people do things, or Haitian Creoles. Definitely, we do things different than they do. But at the end of the day, we have a sort of unity amongst each other, being that we share African DNA and African blood. That's not to exclude
100%.
anybody at all, but it's a way of kind of understanding the shared um, parish. Caddo. I live in Caddo Parish personally, but I was answering somebody's
No, and you're good.
question.
You're always welcome here, sister. You come out here respectfully and educating people, and I appreciate that. And that is the
No
reason why the
problem.
Pan African is there, because it's a calling to all people of African descent to remind them that there is a lineage,
And let's
a
not
deep
forget
lineage. Go
the
ahead.
Afro-Indigenous people. They're part of the Pan-Africanism movement as well, and it's very it can be very, very moving, especially around this time of year, because we are in the process of celebrating Kwanzaa, which if y'all don't know what that is, go look it up. It's a lot of fun. It's really a lot of fun. Um,
I got you. Yeah, go ahead. So, I mean, I'm gonna give you the space. I just wanted to
yeah,
just remind people, the reason why this is here is to remind people that there is a lineage, an ancient language of people with Asian descent in Africa. And there is a bones, there's
yes,
a jaw that they found in Israel in a cave, a jaw. You guys can please look this up. It's not hard to find. Just put jawbone found in Israel, and the
right.
teeth they found, it was over 5,000 teeth throughout, and they traced them back down to Asia, and that challenges out of Africa theory by saying that it was from Asia that they came out. Hence the word Caucasians, the white people that are called Caucasians, and you
Which
could
is
see
an
them in
incorrect
Mongolia and
term for
Siberia.
white people, by the way.
Correct, it
A
is, but I'm just
very
saying, like,
incorrect term. I was so surprised. Sorry.
sure. I mean, I'm saying I'm using what people understand as Caucasian, but yes, but it is the migration of Asians out of, that try to get into Africa and Europe. Now, not everybody is okay with certain things, and I get it. I mean, maybe some people have some kind of, something against Asians or something. I don't know. But wouldn't it make more sense for Asians to come out of Asia into Africa and Europe than to come all the way to the Americas, to the most coldest regions in the world, like Yakuz or Yakutia, which is the coldest region in the world? It's 60% of Russian territory on the east side, which Vladimir Putin 3 months ago said we're going to work with North Korea and China to go and explore these untouched virgin territories, 60% of Russia, the east side of Russia, because there's no carvings on the stone. There is no signs of human existence in that region. They never went that way because it was freaking cold.
Right.
And so
Right.
that's the part that's the only thing we're talking about here. But Josh is here. He's at the top on one of his other troll accounts.
Oh, hello.
But this is the reason why I even address this. If you guys look through my content, I'm on my own business. I don't get involved with people, but this guy constantly is putting photos about me, calling me Spaniard, whitey, Asian, and he flips back and forth like in a matter of minutes, all because he's not American. He wants to be an American Indian so bad. When I told him already a month ago, show me your paperwork on my Instagram, because I already know there's OG natives who have already looked him up, who looked at his genealogy, who've been following him for years through Facebook and other platforms, and they've already been doing research on him for a long time, and they said there is no American Indian in his lineage, his genealogy, and there's no DNA test that proves it either. But he don't want to show the proof. And it's been over a month already that he said he would on my Instagram, and I'm still waiting.
Gotcha. Okay, I understand the story a little
So
bit more.
that's it. I don't have
And
nothing against.
right. Wait, just 1 second. Hold up, just 1 second, guys. Just 1 second. Which documents are you referring to? Person at the top, may I ask what documents are you referring to? Because there's so many documents. Hello. 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 Oh, okay. Well, to that, it's nice to meet you. Wait, hang on. I'm being very, very respectful to you. Hang on. Well, to that, for one, we can't make assumptions about other people. We shouldn't, because that's not a very nice person to do. I mean, people have different accents, and people think that Louisianians slur our words all the time. So,
They can't hear us, y'all. They can't hear us at all.
All right, so
huh?
everybody can hear you,
I'm just watching.
Luna.
Thank you.
Luna, but we can't hear the one dude. But we can't hear the one dude. Whoa, someone's echoing like crazy.
Okay, did it? Okay.
They are so like untouched, like they're just like freaking inflammable of what they're
So
doing. Like it's really crazy the way they speak. Like it's not only him, there's many of them, right? But they'll yell at you for DNA. But meanwhile, we've seen all his documents. Like it's really like, what the hell?
Uh, can you guys hear everybody here on the panel?
Can you hear me
Yeah.
or no? You can't hear me.
No, everybody
I
on the
can hear.
panel, just don't say nothing for a second. Josh, say something.
Josh, say something.
All right, did you guys hear him?
Yep.
All right.
Yes.
So Luna, go ahead and ask him what you were trying to ask him because nobody was able to hear what he was saying. Go ahead.
So pardon. For one, I was saying, well, people from elsewhere think Louisianians slur, especially down south. When we get to really talking, yes, they think we slur. But I mean, making assumptions, we shouldn't. But on a respectful end, because I want to be respectful towards everybody, despite maybe thinking differently, doesn't matter. Because well, it does matter because words hurt, actions hurt, and lateral violence is really really terrible. But as because to the whole Asian African connection, if you believe in the Pangea theory and the theory that we all have a common ancestor,
that try to reconnect.
Oh, sorry. What were you saying?
Wherever people build the land and then call us down, just like colonizers, it just doesn't sit well with me.
I think, yeah, but if we want to follow the theory, the Pangea theory, or the theory that we all have a common ancestor, or that we all are one people, essentially, we should.
So
I mean, we're all one people. We all are human people. So I don't really.
So what's the question? I'm confused. What's the question?
For one, I did have a question about what documents were you referring to because you did say something about the documents.
I'll respond to you. I issued a challenge to Manny. I said, let's go record for record, our genealogy, and let's go DNA test for DNA test. He's afraid of that challenge.
I'm not afraid. So this was something you just brought up right now. You said you were going to show us documents a month ago.
Manny, let's do a date. You want to do it tomorrow? You want to do it this
what
weekend?
I'm saying? He's not trying to get into the real conversation. Stop deflecting, bro. Stop deflecting.
I will do it live with you.
He's deflecting again, bro.
This is what
I'm talking about. All right. You know what, bro? Right now, I don't have time to fuck around with this dude. He had already told us here, because he's the one that's claiming to be an American Indian, that he has genealogy tracing to American Indians or DNA. He said he had all this, and there were OG natives. I'm talking about people that have been dealing with him for over 2, 3, 4 years. I don't know how long. But they've been dealing with him.
Dealing with him for 2. Like, gosh.
Yeah, they've been dealing for a while, and they said they looked through his genealogy. They did research on him, and there was no American Indian anywhere in his genealogy. And there's no DNA that he can prove that he is American Indian or has American Indian DNA. And so he has never provided any proof, like with his name or nothing, no real documentation. So he said he wouldn't do it here on TikTok, that he would send it to me on my Instagram privately. And he said, "Bad, I'm going to do it. And he never did. I've been waiting for almost over a month now, I think, or close to a month, and he's never had. And now he's trying to come up with some other stuff.
Our brother showed us. We even have other records. So, you know what? If he's yellow, let him be. He portrays everything inside himself. Like, he needs therapy, I think. I'm starting to feel sorry for him, because at first I was like happy he was reconnecting, and then he started freaking attacking our people, like any indigenous, it doesn't matter, south or north. He just started attacking everybody.
Yeah.
Like, I think he's jealous.
So listen, this guy is not an aborigine of this land. He's not a Native American. He's not American Indian. I'm not gonna try to be I'm not gonna sit here and accept a challenge from someone who's not even valid in our community. Like, I don't have a problem with it at all. The thing here is this guy has not proven anything yet. He hasn't proven anything. Now, I can sit here and I can show photos of my family, my mom, my auntie, my grandparents. I don't have a problem, but that's my
I
genealogy
sure
right there.
wish
That's
I
my
could
family right now,
invite
right here.
Josiah here because he has the records of this guy. He has the receipts of this crazy guy. This guy spawned the tribe on like saying that Josiah was doing this and that. Like this guy goes to extremes. He needs therapy. Like whatever name he's under, those are his feelings of that day. Like I call
That
that schizophrenia because I was in treatment for 12 years. Like I used to work in treatment centers and I could see it. Like just
I
his
read it.
reactions to
Sorry.
you all and just the way he portrays himself in all his accounts and then his personalities. Oh yeah.
I read a comment which kind of bothered me just a little bit. Tamales are actually an indigenous food, especially down here. And believe it or not, one of
the
the
word
indigenous
tamale is Nahuatl, is
hmm
native.
one of the indigenous tribes down
It's
here, the
indigenous.
Choctaw Apache, they actually like make tamales, and you can go down to their tribal area in Zouale, Louisiana, and they will actually make some for you. It's really good.
I mean, we
Trash
had them
pandas,
for thousands. We had them for probably over 1,000 years using tamales.
trash
It
panda.
was,
I wonder
yeah.
if that directed towards me for being Afro-Indigenous and respectful. Afro-Indigenous and Creole, should I say, and being respectful. I
Well,
wonder if that
they don't
directed
like
at
it when
me.
you call yourself that. They rather you call yourself American Indian or an Aborigine.
I mean, that's just the vernacular I prefer to use.
That's because you're proud of your roots, sister, and these people ain't. They rather be us and try to challenge and all this shit.
And
It's like
they
me going
like
to
to use
it.
fed terms. They like to use federally terms.
But at the
It's
same
like
time, it's
it's like me going to Africa and telling an African person out there, an indigenous African person, I challenge you to go whatever he said, document for document on why you're indigenous and why I'm not. Like I'm about to pop a video, and I wish he could do that too, where he could show me how his mom looks and his father looks and his grandmother looks, and go that way, because that's my genealogy, going through my mother, through my
so
grandmother, through my grandfather, all the way down.
right. So, question, is the raccoons directed at me? Because I
These
Well,
mean,
people in the
it's a
comments
little
are
telling.
crazy. And
It's a little
listen, they
telling when
are
I'm being
real
respectful and
ignorant, like
polite
for
towards
real, for real.
everyone,
You need mods,
and
money.
it's really
nah, you know
telling.
what? It's all right. I'll just block. I mean, I'm not. What are they gonna do?
You
Well,
need
So I'm just
mods.
saying,
Like you're just
I'm not a
shouting when
trash
she's
panda, but I am very, very educated. I'm very respectful and polite. And often at times when people see that, that is a threat to their own
yep,
ignorance. And that's quite sad,
yep.
in my opinion. That's
That's
quite
what
sad
I'm
because you
talking
don't
about,
know me
Luna.
as a
Like I have
person. I'm not selling
Afro-Indigenous
out
girlfriends
anybody in my
and their
culture.
status and they're recognized
So,
and they are really
and the fact that you're calling a black
try to
woman
come
that is
after us.
quite telling and quite disrespectful. But hey, we
Yeah.
can't all be educated and we can't all be kind.
Yes,
That's all right.
and it's frustrating, especially when they're trying to just take over and be like, "Well, I'm you.
that's my mom right
My
there.
ancestors were there
My auntie.
first, and the earth is ours, and we're gods, but we are
That's my auntie right there. That's my
slash
cousin.
indigenous, you know."
On contrary, I'm actually quite pleased today. I'm actually quite happy. So
That's what I
That's,
mean. We're at
being
peace,
sad
and they
is
just try to
not
come
today. I'm
ruin it.
actually
And
quite
this is
happy.
what the Hopi prophecy said. You know, that the dividers will come.
We can't
that's
all
my
be.
auntie right there. My family. That's my brother right there. My blood brother. You know, I'm just saying, like, I don't even need to go that far back. If you look at my most recent videos, my nieces, I mean, that's my auntie right there. The elders of my auntie, my mother right there. Like, how the fuck you gonna tell me, go show me a native when they're not mixed? They're native. They're indigenous to this land. We still live in the mountains. We've been for fucking probably since our creation story. So I don't understand why this guy's saying, oh, we're not, she's full blood native. Never mix. My mom is the first generation. They're the first generation that started mixing with other people, like outside. And that's my mom right there. The youngest of my aunties right there. Come on, man. That's my brother right there. He's a lot more melanated than me, but I'm just showing you guys that because I don't need to go that far back to show you guys that is my family right there. And I could go further back so I could go grab my photos
That's
of my
good enough
grandparents
for
and
them
so on.
because you know what, Manny, they're still
My
gonna
mom right
want
there.
more. They're still never gonna accept that you're actually who you say you are. And these
They're
people
mad.
will
They mad.
always try to reconnect when they're lost. It's not our loss, it's theirs.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't go after him. I haven't chased this guy around. I haven't done nothing to him, to be honest with you, Luna. He went out and started attacking me for no reason, do stuff when I already told you the man is straight African American. That's it. There is no gene. We don't have nothing to worry about. If he was, we would accept it. We'd be like, yeah, he's American Indian. Okay, whatever. Or he's Afro Indigenous. We get it. But he's not. And that's the problem. He just doesn't accept the fact that he's African American. He got hate or some issue going on. I don't know what it is. And we don't mean no harm to him, but people have been patient with him. Like the sister on top right here above, Red Royal, she just said that she actually was cool with him. And there's a lot of people who are trying to be cool with him.
Guys. I was up until he started like attacking brothers and sisters, saying, "Well, I want to see your DNA." Like, come on, bro. Like, we can tell you stories, and you should just know the era.
So, do you see where we're coming from, Luna? Now, like, kind of.
Yeah, I do think that conversation needs to be had, because I will say this: my cousin, my Choctaw cousin, actually has told me that at times when it comes to, especially like down here in some southern states, that when it comes to tracking or trailing indigenous ancestry, it can be very, very hard. Now, so I do always take in account that part of it too. Is that it can be hard to trace those ancestries. It can.
Oh, I mean, sure, it can, but I mean, it's not hard to trace your father, your mother.
This is the problem, Luna. This is the problem. They're embarrassed of that ancestry, but they're gonna come and they're gonna go blast all these USA tribes and say, "I'm the ancestor." Like, that's not the way it worked. That's not how their ancestor came to be a part of that tribe, and they're embarrassed. I'm gonna say it. I'm not afraid to say it. They are, and they're ashamed, but they're gonna come and attack the real ones, though.
Red, are you from up north?
I'm from Canada, and I've been watching
That's
this going on for a
why.
while. I was attacked a lot. I know Creole. I know a lot of people from the States. I'm on
Yeah,
the Powwow Trail. And
that's why. See, because my cousin, remember I mentioned her earlier, she actually studied up north in those areas, and she sounds just like you do. So
oh
she like
yeah,
picked up the
we
accent.
were
It's so
all
funny.
about
She picked up
politics,
the
and we
accent.
could find you in a New York minute, and we ain't even there.
Right? And she, oh my God, you sound just like her. Because like she learned, she went to an Anishinaabe college, and she can speak a bit of the language, just a little bit.
Does she
Um,
speak Cree?
I don't think so, but she told me
Uh,
that in one of the languages is
Ojibwe?
kind of funny. Yes, that's what it is. It's
Yeah,
Ojibwe.
I'm Ojibwe
So,
She,
Cree, so I could understand her.
it was so funny because she said literally how you say blueberry pie in Ojibwe is how you make it, and I was just dying because
You
I
know
tried to
what?
read it. I'm like, what the
There's a blueberry First Nation.
hell? Yes! Oh my gosh, she did talk about that. It was so funny.
So you understand? Yeah, you know my territory then.
I do. I have another friend that lives up there too, and I want to come visit in the near future because
Yeah, you should.
it
It's
is
beautiful country.
beautiful.
We
I
invite them
hear.
all. Everybody comes.
I hear it's beautiful, and I hear you guys' like powwows are like amazing. Because ours down here, they're good. They're not as big. They're outside, so our power grounds is like
Yeah, we
outside.
have arbors and special places. But like my
Mm.
nation's gonna throw another 100-year anniversary for the treaty. So come on town. We celebrate for
Wow!
10 days. There'll be a powwow, different bands, baseball,
Wow!
24 hour, all kinds of events. We're gonna have Indian Village. Y'all come out.
Yes, I would love to. And I had my cousin cook to my fry bread recipe. I had to teach myself how to make it. Well, I had a little help with YouTube, but I learned how to make it.
I think they're going for June next year, but I'll keep you posted. Give me a follow.
Please do, please do. I think I am. Here, let me see.
All right.
I need requests. I need
Because
people to
like
request it.
we're like always been neutral. Like I have so many Afro Indigenous girlfriends, like they are actually status like me. and we all get along. Like we're all in college. We all, you know, shoot the
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
and we're all in different provinces. And this is what I don't get about the states. Like these ones in the states are going for blood, and they're not even established yet.
The
So
states are a little different.
you
Really big
see,
time. And this is what I used to talk about the Congress book with them. I said, you need to go to Congress. And then that dependence,
Hmm.
that you know.
Because my cousin actually went up to Congress one time, and she told me the story. Because I mean, she's
Yeah,
like a
it's
big
like it's
storyteller,
a
and
lot
she's
of red
so funny.
tape.
She's
so
like
if you
a
guys,
big storyteller. She's so funny. What's up?
I'm just sorry, just for the people commenting, people here watching the live stream, see how when someone is respectful and they don't come out
I don't
swinging
want to be
and being
accepted. I
disrespectful like
already am
Luna,
because of my
Luna's not
ancestry.
being that way. So we're treating her like with respect, that the respect that she deserves. She deserves to be treated with respect because she's holding herself honorably. She came in, shared knowledge, share a little bit of education with us regarding, the background, her background, and a little bit of history, and that's respectable. I don't have to have these kinds of, I don't like having these conversations. But this guy kept rocking the boat over and over, and I came in respectfully to address him and tell him, stop picking on an indigenous woman, bro. Like, he was putting videos of her and stuff. I'm like, just leave her alone. Like, I don't even talk to her. I had a little bit of beef with her in the past, not crazy beef, but I was trying to educate her on Mexican indigenous, like the whole concept of Mexican natives and the truth behind the word Mexico, the label behind Mexican. It is a nationality, it's not an ethnicity. So I wanted to educate her, and she started talking all goofy, like, oh, she only listens to scholars and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, then whatever, go be confused then. And I left her alone, but I also don't appreciate when people go out and harass people, put videos on them. He did a live stream just talking nonsense about her. I was like, bro, don't do that. And then he started attacking me when I told him that. So I'm like, all right, bro, we reached out to you respectfully. He started calling me a Spaniard. And then less than a minute later, he's calling me an Asian. I'm like, all right, then I'm going to show you your background, like your history too. And let's see how you like it. And he can't deal with it. And I'm not saying all African people descended from Asia, but I'm saying there are indigenous. And I'm not saying all African people descend. There are indigenous ancient civilizations in Africa, ancient language in Africa, the most ancient languages in Africa that have Asian DNA. They're Asian descendants or migrated from Asia into Africa. And I'm just saying it how it is. That's just historical. I'm not trying to hate. You guys can look at my most recent video. Wow, what's going on with your mic, Florette? But anyways, what's going on? What's going on with you? Hello, Florette. I don't know what's going on with Florette. They are older than Asians, but they check their DNA and they have ancient DNA, Asian DNA. That's all I'm saying. Like, there's a lot of research being done and there's still a lot of stuff that's being discovered. But like I said, if you guys do look at the jaw that was found in Israel, it predates the bones found in Africa, and it challenges the out of Africa theory, saying more of the out of Asia theory, because they found 5,000 teeth and they did the research on them and they came from Asian, like ancient Asian people. And so that's the out of Asia theory into Africa, which I believe in it because the proof is there. The phenotype, the DNA, the ancient language, the bones found as the migration was taking place into Africa. Now, I'm not saying all Africans are that. I'm not. I'm just saying, like, we just got to acknowledge what it is too, and if people are going to have a problem with it, then that's fine too. I'm going to stick to the truth, and that's all I got. I don't have nothing more. Thank you guys. Is there any other words you want to share with us? I know, Florette, you popped up, but I can't hear. I was just hearing. Any other things you guys want to talk about? Go ahead.
Hey, how you guys doing? I had a question, if I could, real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
Everybody's here.
I've always wondered why ancient history and bones that are, millennia old mean so much to you. Or not you, but the royal you, if that makes sense.
Well, to me, it don't mean nothing to me. I got my own theories about why there was one partial body in Africa found, and there were migrations taking place. There were certain animals that weren't of one region found in other regions that were never there. But at one point there was some migrations happening. The only region in the world that didn't evolve as much or had adaptation changes was Australia. So you see more of the ancient non evolved type, like they stay more similar to, they didn't go through all the changes through the migrations around the land. They didn't move around, so they adapted to that one region only. Everybody else was moving around in what was Pangea at the time, before humans, I guess, existed. That was about 600 million years ago.
Okay.
So, yeah, go ahead.
So my question is, we're all humans, right?
Sure, yeah, we're all living organisms.
So why, no, humans, right?
I mean, we're mammals too. Whales
Humans.
cats,
Though.
rats, we're all mammals.
No, see, this is what I'm getting at. You keep trying to not say that we're all
Are we
humans.
not mammals, bro? Are we not mammals?
We are.
Okay, there you go. So we're humans, but we're also of mammals. Go ahead.
But we are humans, though, right?
I mean, yes, go ahead.
So why is it so important for you to differentiate and make all these bone sample DNA differentiations that happened thousands of years ago?
So again, I am addressing someone who came out here and said, we, the original people of this hemisphere, me, that we are not from here, that we're Spaniards and that we're Asians and whatnot. So I gave him a fresh reminder. If he wants to go way back, I went back and I tracked down the tribes, the most ancient tribes in Africa that have Asian DNA, that have Asian phenotypes, and that descended from Asia.